Are you thinking to submit your application this month, or you're applying for student visa in the next few months? Make sure that you watch this video until the end, because these things that I'm going to share with you in this video will make or break your application. So my name is Coach MC, and we help aspiring international students here in Canada to navigate their life. So make sure that you are subscribed in our channel and follow us on our socials, and don't forget to like this video if you want to see more videos about Canada. So we've been helping international students for almost 4 years now, and we have experienced so many things with them along the way, and some are unusual, some are worth sharing. So in this video, let me share with you the things that you should avoid so that you don't get your application refused or withdrawn. So this one is unusual because this going to be during the application approval. So you already submitted your application and you will encounter some issues, challenges along the way, and you need to know how to respond to it. So let's get started. So as much as possible, you want to submit your application complete so that IRCC will not get back to you and ask for an additional document. But in some circumstances, they will get back to you. This could be your medical, your police clearance, or even your letter of acceptance. So let's start with your medical examination. So we always advise our students to do the upfront medical so that if you have any medical issues, you need to address that even before you submit your application. So we made a video about medical exam. I believe this is very important to watch before you submit your application, or if you are booking for an appointment for your medical, so that you won't have any issues along the way. But here's what happened to one of our students. So apparently her first x-ray has a small scar, and she was asked to do the sputum. So she was done with the sputum, and RCC asked to do the last exam, and that was the second x-ray. So now everything was submitted except to that last exam, which is the x-ray. The clinic wasn't able to submit the result to IRCC on time, and because of that, they missed the deadline. The student got refused. So clearly it was not the student's fault, it was the clinic's fault. But what can you do? So what you can do in this situation is you need to be really proactive. Make sure, please do communicate with the clinic and make sure that they submitted, confirm that they submitted the result to IRCC. So here's another scenario that could possibly make or break your application, and that would be your letter of acceptance and your attestation letter. And you know that, like there's so many changes happen in the last few months, and some of them, schools, IRCC, are still, trying to figure out how it works. So basically, they need to verify every letter of acceptance. So how it works is that once they receive your application, your student permit application, they have to verify the school. Hey, is this, like a real letter of acceptance? The school has to respond to IRCC. So here's two scenarios that could happen. First is they did not verify the letter of acceptance because they missed the deadline. They had only 10 days to verify the letter of acceptance. If they miss that, they will withdraw your application. The second scenario is if the school said, oh, this LOA is fake. Because you know what happened to one of our students? So our student actually compressed the letter of acceptance. So basically, the signature looks like it was modified, but it was not. Okay. So the school apparently canceled the verification because they think that, oh, this letter of acceptance does not match the one that we have in our record because the signature looks different. But it's the same letter of acceptance. They could actually verify that the student is actually enrolled. They paid the tuition fee. Enable for you to avoid this, make sure that do not compress your file. Submit the original letter of acceptance. The second one, you have to be proactive again. Once you submit your application to IRCC, tell your school, hey, I already submitted my application. Can you please confirm that you have already verified my letter of acceptance? You have to make sure that they confirm, because otherwise, if they miss it, they will withdraw your application. And the third scenario that could make or break your application is your police clearance, or let's say your NBI if you're from the Philippines. So this one, none of our students get refused because of this. You only get refused if you don't respond to IRCC on time. And also, we advise our students, if you have dismissed case, you have to basically ask for your NBI ahead of time and submit your application ahead of time. Because if you have dismissed case, or let's say your NBI as a result of no criminal record, because there are like 3 types, okay? No record on file. Another one is no declaratory file. Did I say it right? No declaratory file. And the third one is the no criminal record on file. So if it says no criminal record on file, IRCC would definitely ask for an additional document. And they can only do this once you submit your application. So I advise is you submit your application right away or ahead of time, because it will take at least 4 to 5 months to get the approval. And I'm telling you right off the bat that could happen to you as well if you have dismissed case, or if you have that, result on your NBI. But that will not get your application refused, because our students still get approved. It's just that it will take some time to get the approval. The only thing that could get your application refused if you do not respond on time. You only have few days, like 30 days to respond to IRCC. And you need to get that document from NBI or from, the authority. You will get an instruction. But that would be my advice with you guys. And if you want to be really proactive, I will advise you to submit a web form. And here's how it works with a web form. You need to create an account, and then there are like different, services that you can do in your account. You can actually submit a document and tell them that, hey, I already did the last exam for my medical, or hey, I have this updated letter of acceptance, or hey, this is the, additional document that you asked me about my criminal record file. So it's not gonna hurt if you submit a web form. You're just being proactive. You're just being, you just want to make sure that you don't miss the deadline. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. Make sure that you are subscribed, and also like this video. If you need help, make sure that you connect with us. We have our link in our bio or in our description box, and we'll see you in the next video. Good luck to your application. Bye!